it's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome back to my channel, lovelies. And today I'll be continuing the natal chart analysis series / natal chart reading, and today I'll be doing it on Whitney Houston. I will be speaking on her characteristic traits as well as her personality traits. I will be speaking on how a lot of the placements that she has led to a lot of the success she's encountered and a lot of the things in her life. So please stay tuned for the rest of my video, lovelies. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Also, please hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. And last but not least, please share this video with everyone you know, whether it's your friends, your family members, your enemies, anyone who's a fan of Whitney and who really loves content such as this. Whitney Houston was born on August 9th, 1963, so this qualifies her to be a Leo. Having a sun in Leo is a great placement because the sun is ruled by Leo, so it's great, and people who tend to have this placement tend to have a lot of fame. So that explains why Whitney had so much fame, and even till this day, even though she's passed on, her fame still lives on. She tends to be a very passionate person. She tends to be very warm. People who've known her did say that she was a warm person and a good person to be around. She's also someone who's very bold. She was a bold person. She's very intense and loved being the center of attention. She's also someone who is loving and compassionate, and she's a leader. She has a huge ego. She's very playful and she's very charming, and she also is energetic as well as confident. Next up is her moon in Aries, and having this placement, she tends to be a person who's vocal with how she feels. She's also someone who's going to let you know whether you do something right or wrong. She's a very intense individual, and at times she may be fiery, but she is passionate and is always ready for a new experience. She's an action-oriented person. She has a lot of enthusiasm. She's not a lazy person. She does have a lot of self-confidence. She does have a lot of leadership skills. She has a willpower. She starts new projects or supports new things. She loves to renovate new obstacles. She loves to be self-confident in everything that she does. And last but not least, she's someone who is adventurous, very optimistic, and she's fun to be around, so this is a great placement. Next up is her Mercury in Virgo, and with this placement, she tends to be someone who takes her time when she's speaking. She is also a person that is very communicative because Mercury is ruled by Virgo, and she is great at communicating how she feels. You will understand what she's saying or what she means because communication is not something that is hard for her. She is someone who is practical and rational minded, so when you hear her speak, it makes sense. She is very understanding without displaying emotions. She's very precise. She is very efficient in realistic solutions. So if you want a solution to something, you should ask someone with this placement. She's very critical at times, but she is also very sensitive and concerned, but she's also someone who loves to analyze a lot. Next up is her Venus in Leo, and with this placement, she will go to great lengths to ensure her relationship remains exciting. She just needs excitement in her relationship, and you can really see this with Whitney because she always wanted to be in a relationship that was fun and she got to learn new things. She's very attracted to people who are warm and magnetic. She is very generous and very affectionate in relationships. She gives you full attention and loyalty, but sometimes she does prefer to be the prominent one. And she is someone who loves to go shopping, but she's also someone who will make sacrifices for the happiness of someone else. She loves to brag about her relationship, which is something she always did. She loves to be courted and feel special. She's very loyal, but she still likes attention from other people. She may like to flirt, but does not want her partner to do the same. But she's also attracted to colorful people, but she's easy to forgive and she always follows her heart. Next up is her Mars in Libra. So with this placement, this is one of the placements where they're very charming people of the zodiac sign, and she's great at negotiating with others. Even though it's the opposite of Aries, that means it's a detriment because Aries does rule Mars. She's someone who's very charming, and a lot of people love to be around her, and that's something that Whitney is because she has Leo placements and charm comes with Leo. And she has great negotiation skills, so she's going to be able to negotiate herself into anything. She does have a lot of diplomacy, so she loves to make sure everyone agrees. She has a lot of eloquence. She loves to strive for harmony, everyone being happy. She is someone who is fair and balanced, and she has a sense of beauty about her, and that's something that really describes Whitney to the fault. Next up is her Jupiter in Aries. So with this placement, she tends to be someone who is open with how she feels. She loves to have energy. So she's very energetic in everything that she does. So she loves to have energy for traveling and meeting challenges head on. So she loves to travel, and that is something that comes with the occupation that she was in. You know, she would tour around the whole world, and it was a lot of work, but she did it. And she loves to meet challenges head on, so she doesn't like things to go over. She just loves to deal with the problem right then and there and make sure that it's finished. And she loves engaging opportunities and getting to meet new things, and this describes her a lot too, because that's why she got into doing movies. She became an actress because she wanted to engage in new opportunities. Even though she was a singer and a songwriter, being an actress is something she wanted to do. Next up is her Saturn in Aquarius, and this is another good placement because it is ruled. Saturn rules Capricorn, but it also rules Aquarius as well. So she tends to be very reserved in her actions, even though her thoughts are still considered to be unconventional. She loves to learn lessons and discipline of the mind. She's very innovative. She's very forward thinking. She loves using creative problem solving to become more efficient. She loves to learn to work together in order to benefit the whole human race, and she loves to be a humanitarian. She loves to help people and get a better understanding of people. So she wants to make sure that everyone around her is okay, and she also wants to make sure that anything that she creates or anything that is important to her is important to others as well. So it's a good placement. Next up is her Uranus and Virgo. And with this placement, she tends to be amazing at intuition. Being intuitive is something that is like second nature to her, and it's something that she really understands. She is also someone who's able to assess a situation and move ahead in the right direction. And having this is very beneficial because being able to be intuitive is important. Being able to assess a situation is important as well, because being a music star as she is, in order for her to be as successful as she was, she needed to be very smart and very intuitive so she can make the best deals, the best record deals, make the best music, know which songs she should put on the album and which songs she shouldn't. So having this placement really has helped her in the music industry. Next up is her Neptune in Scorpio. Having this placement means that one of the rarest signs that find pleasure and inspiration from the darkest of places. So she's someone who may like to do things that other people may not like. So her entire generation is extremely interested in anything deep and mysterious. She will explore and idealize the beliefs that some people may say are healing, psychology, or some people in previous generations will say, oh no, that's something we don't want to talk about. We only do this, that, and the other. She's willing to experiment with substances in order to push her understanding of her inner being to the extreme. And this is something that Whitney did have a struggle with. She did use substances that, were not good for her, but this correlates with her placement. Next up is her Pluto and Virgo. And this makes sense because she was born between 1957 and 1972, meaning that she's a part of the Generation X. So with this placement, she has a perfection and down-to-earth attitude. So she wants everything to be perfect, and having that down-to-earth attitude makes sense because Pluto and Virgo is an earth placement, so of course she would be down to earth. It would make sense. She's very hardworking, she's very self-improving, and she's very skilled. She is always going to make sure that she achieves her goals, and she may talk about things of the environment or technology. Having this placement, she's also adept to helping people and helping others with the practical care necessary to improve anyone's status. This makes a lot of sense because she did try to help Bobby Brown get a status that he was not on. Next up is her Norse node in Cancer. And in order for her to be able to accomplish everything that she would want to or live her purpose on earth, she would need to develop these attributes. So one of those attributes would be noticing and validating feelings, having empathy, nurturing and supporting others, building one's own foundation and security, having honest disclosure of her feelings and insecurity, having humility, accepting others' fluctuating moods without judgment, staying centered in one's feelings, also being able to nurture herself, connecting to her emotions and not repress them, identify with the child within her and not the adult, let go of the need for control and achievements, trusting what she feels and not being afraid of knowing that. So this is what she would need to accomplish. Next up would be her Kiron and Pisces, and with this placement, it makes a lot of sense with Whitney because she did go through a lot in life, and with those things she went through in life, it did hurt her. So having a Kiron and Pisces means that you probably went through something and you kind of lost hope in humanity, and you got to see humanity in a way that really is hurtful, and you just don't have faith or trust in themselves or in humanity. So Whitney did go through a lot when she was younger, and this kind of helped her not be able to trust people as other people would have. So with this placement, she would need to heal and realize that the hate in our society is due to restrictions and fear set upon humanity, which does not really matter in life. However, even though it's a hard placement to heal, and even though she's passed away, anyone with this placement would know this is what needs to be done. Next up is her Ascendant/Rising in Pisces. And with this placement, she tends to be someone who is very intuitive. She is also someone who is very creative. She's very charitable. She's very spiritual, ambiguous, very private, very zoned out at times. She's also someone who is going to be very helpful and very loving towards people. She wants to know what her surroundings are feeling. Sometimes she's very sensitive to her surroundings. She likes to go with the flow. She appears gentle, very peace-loving. She's changeable in her personality. She's very dreamy and soft-hearted. She at times can have a hard time being objective. She wants to be stable, reliable, and practical partner. She does not like confrontation, and she may be sensitive to things. Last but not least is her midheaven in Sagittarius. So having this midheaven, she's always going to want to be in an occupation that is fun. She wants to being an occupation that is also quite reflective of herself. She wants to be someone who plans about situations and not just does things. She wants to plan, and she's able to keep several projects going at once. And this makes so much sense about Whitney, because when she was doing an album, she was also doing the Bodyguard movie, and she was also doing other things. So she's someone that loves to do different things, and this makes sense because it's Sagittarius, fire sign, and they love to be occupied. They love to be stimulated in a physical sense. They do the best jobs that give them mental challenges, independence, and travel. So this makes sense why she is an actress and a singer. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please let me know down below, did you learn more about Whitney? Did you get a better understanding as to who she is as a person, or who she was? Please let me know down below also who else you guys would want me to do the natal chart analysis on. Last but not least, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Also hit that like button, and also please share this video with everyone you know. And if you have not yet followed me on my social media accounts, then this is your time to do so. Please make sure you follow me on TikTok, Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, and any other platforms I have. I love you all. Please stay safe and healthy, and know that you're precious and you are pleasant, and just know that you can do anything you want to do. Okay, bye lovelies.